Nothing says home quite like a warm homemade flour tortilla wrapped around a rich picadillo filling. And today I'm showing you how to make the burritos my family can never get enough of. So if you're ready, let's get started. Every great burrito begins with a soft homemade flour tortilla, so that's exactly where we're going to start. So to a large bowl, add 4 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of salt and baking powder. We're going to give it a good mix. Okay. With our clean hand, we're going to crumble 1/4 of a cup of shortening or lard. So crumble it together until everything is well mixed. Okay, so once our flour begins to feel like coarse sand, we're going to slowly begin to pour our hot water. And the water is as hot as your hand can handle. Just make sure not to burn yourself. And just slowly begin to pour it until our flour is nice and hydrated. Okay, so after adding 1 3/4 of a cup of water, this is what my dough is starting to look like. So here we're just going to begin to knead it for about 5 minutes until our flour no longer sticks to our hand. And you just want it to be nice and hydrated but soft. And here you can take it out of the bowl and just knead it in your clean countertop. And at first it's going to feel sticky, but that's just very normal. As you knead, it will begin to soften and get its shape. Okay, so after 5 minutes, our dough is done. And here you're going to see that it is sticky, but it doesn't stick to your hand. And your dough also feels nice and hydrated. You don't want it to feel dry, otherwise you're going to end up with hard tortillas. So now we can get ready to divide them. And because we're making burrito sized tortillas, so you want your ball of dough to be large. Okay. So I like to aim for about 100 grams. So if you have a scale, use it. And I like to use the scale just like that. I make sure that all of my flour tortillas are the same size. But once you have divided, shape it into a ball. Okay, I'm gonna place it over parchment paper and make sure to cover it with plastic wrap or a damp kitchen towel. And I was able to get 10 balls. So just keep them covered, set them to the side. Meanwhile, we can work on our ingredients for our picadillo. Okay, for our picadillo, we're going to be roasting 3 chile poblanos, 3 Roma tomatoes, 1 jalapeno, and a little piece of onion. So just allow that to get nice and sharp. Okay, so once the onion, tomatoes, and jalapeno have softened, transfer them to your blender cup. Okay, and for our chile poblanos, transfer them to a Ziploc bag and just allow them to sweat. Okay, so after 5 minutes, our chiles should have softened. So now we can get ready to peel them. The peel should come off super easy. And you just want to remove the seeds and the stem. Okay, now just cut the chiles into strips. And then into small little cubes. Okay, and once we have them, we're going to set them to the side so we can make our salsa. Okay, to our blender, we're also going to add 2 garlic cloves, 1 chile de árbol, a 1/4 cup of tomato sauce, along with a 1/4 cup of water, chicken and tomato bouillon. Now we're just going to be blending until smooth. Okay, so once we have that, now we can get ready to take it back to the stove. Okay guys, so to a pan over medium-high heat, we're going to add 2 pounds of ground beef. Okay, begin to break it down. Here we're going to add my signature blend. I will leave it in the description box. Mix it and allow it to cook for a couple minutes. Okay, after a couple minutes, add 1 Roma tomato and 1/4 of an onion finely chopped. Going to mix it and give it another minute. After the minute, add 3 medium small diced potatoes and just mix it in with the meat and allow it to cook for 5 minutes. And here I like to season my potatoes with a little bit of salt. And we didn't add any salt to the meat, so this is going to get all of the flavor all together. Okay, and after 5 minutes, you're going to drain any grease that your meat might let out. Okay, and now we're going to add our chile poblano. Just mix it. And here we're going to add our blended salsa. And remember, we're making burritos, so you don't want your picadillo to be overly saucy. So just mix it. Okay, and here you're going to taste it for salt and just adjust it if needed. Okay, so once we have that, now we're just going to reduce the heat to medium-low and allow this to continue simmering for about 10 to 15 minutes or until our potatoes are nice and tender. Okay, so after 10 minutes, my potatoes are done. Of course, make sure that you check them. They're nice and soft. So at this point, my picadillo is done. So now I'm just going to set it to the side, keep it on the lowest setting so like that it stays nice and hot while we work on our tortillas. Alrighty guys, now at this point, you want your comal to be nice and hot over medium heat. So now we're just going to grab our flour, dust it over our clean countertop. You also want to rub some on your rolling pin. Okay. Now grab your bowl of dough. Add a little bit more flour. Okay, both sides. Make sure that it's nice and coated. And now we're going to begin to roll it. Going up and down. Then flip it over. Up and down. Flip it over, up and down, and we're going to repeat this step until our tortilla is nice and big. So up, down, and just make sure not to add too much flour, otherwise your tortillas are going to be hard. So once we have it nice and big, shake the excess flour, and now we're going to place it on our hot comal. Okay, we're going to give it 25 seconds. At that point, it should begin to blister. And once you begin to see those bubbles, flip it over. Give it 25 seconds. Okay, now flip it over one last time. And just give that 5 seconds. And just like that, our tortilla is done. So now just remove it from the comal and place it on a clean kitchen towel. Alrighty guys, and once we have all of our tortillas, we can now get ready for the fun part, and that's making our burritos. So we're going to get our tortilla. Here I'm going to layer my refried beans. Going to add some cheese. Add our delicious picadillo. Top it with a little bit more cheese. Get the edges. Grab the side and begin to roll it. Just like that. Alright guys, I'm going to be melting some queso Oaxaca and placing my burrito seam down. That's just going to seal it. Allow that cheese to create a nice crust. Then roll it over. And just give it a few minutes. Okay, and just like that, a burrito is done. So now we can get ready to enjoy. Alrighty guys, and now for the best part, the taste is. Let me tell you that I am so ready. These burritos right here are seriously super simple yet so delicious. I hope you give them a try and enjoy them just as much. Cheers and enjoy. This right here, it's seriously the best burrito. The picadillo, it's so flavorful, it's saucy, not wet. And with the beans, of course, the homemade tortilla, the cherry on top. So good. Alrighty guys, and there you have it on how to make the most delicious picadillo burritos. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.